What's going on, boys? My name is Sid, and today I'm back because 3 months ago I talked about some Crew 3 rumors and leaks brought to you guys by Tom Henderson, a known industry insider as well as connected to many industry insiders, and his information has often been very, very reliable. However, take this with a grain of salt because all of this is alleged information at the end of the day. However, he's a very credible source for the things he says, but, you know, I haven't researched that too deeply. As far as I know, he's a very credible source. Of course, the things we talked about last time, check out that video. It'll be linked in the description if I remember. And I, in that video, talk about garage transfer, the map being Oahu Island, number plates, as well as something to do with billboards, and potentially, allegedly, being named Motorfest. Today, I'm going to be going into something a bit more in-depth because this refers a lot more to things to do with release date and announcement date. So, let's go into it. Of course, Tom Henderson, an incredibly reliable source, did an article about all 11 games to be released. And you see right there in the bottom left, that's an image of the Crew 1 being in the Crew franchise. And from that, here is all 11 games to be released. Now, there's a bunch of stuff there, of course. The Division, Tom Clancy's. We've got Avatar Frontiers, X-Defiant, Assassin's Creed Mirage. Not stuff we really care about, though. But the stuff we care about is right over here. And that's the stuff I'm going to be talking about. Of course, subscribe with notifications on. Check out the other content on the channel because you boys know I'm going to be doing a lot leading up to the Crew 3. I'm going to be following the game as well as bringing information. And here's the thing. Maybe I won't have to wait too long till you see my face doing a goofy reaction face in a thumbnail that's the Crew 3 trailer. And here is why. So, the next 11 Ubisoft games to be released in the upcoming year. Project Orlando, the Crew 2. Now, this name has been floating around for a very long time. Originally, again, it was supposed to be a DLC for the game, which is expanded upon in this. Unknown platforms, presumably it will just be the next generation, the old generation, PS4, PC, Xbox. Not yet officially announced, Project Orlando has started as a Crew 2 DLC. We know this. It was supposed to be where the chase came out. The chase was supposed to be before the chase, it was supposed to be this big map expansion, but they didn't end up actually doing it. They scrapped it to switch to the Motor Pass, and instead switched to this. You know, it made this its own game, but quickly turned into its standalone title. It's taking place on a Hawaiian island. We know this, Oahu, allegedly. Project Orlando could be named Motorfest, as that's the naming scheme that has been seen on the license plates, on the billboards, and in the loading menus. And we already know that in the Crew 2, the license plate says the Crew 2. So there is a likelihood that perhaps the Motorfest is the name of the game, given it being on the title, on the number plates. And it's aimed to be, to compete or fill the gap with Forza. So they're going much more for the Forza audience now, which might not be the best, because the Crew 2 is known for the big map, right? The boats, planes, whatever. I know some people joke about the boats, planes and say we shouldn't have them. Sure, whatever, right? Maybe we shouldn't. But the Crew 2 is known for the map. It's known because it's a big map. It's the whole of the USA. I don't know how the game's gonna feel if it's just a worse looking Forza, which it will be if it's on a smaller map, right? It'll just become a worse looking Forza, which I don't want for the game. That would suck, if anything. So, what do you boys think on it just becoming a Forza competitor? And after that, sources tell so first of all, this is for next upcoming year. Sources tell Insider Gaming that the announcement for Project Orlando is expected in the coming months. The next few months. Here's what I think. UB Forward is usually mid-year. We're talking June, July, that kind of time. And this is supposed to be in the next few months. And Season 8 is the last confirmed season we have. 3 seasons before Season 8, they said, we are happy to announce there will be 3 new seasons for the Crew 3, for the Crew 2, right? And that was up to Season 8. That was 6, 7, and 8. Those are the last confirmed seasons. Those are the last seasons we know we're gonna get. And then UB Forward is basically right at the end of Season 8. Season 8, the last confirmed season. And the big Ubisoft yearly event is on that time. So I think Season 8, UB Forward, this year, we see, I would bet money on it, the Crew 3's announcement. Whatever it's named, that's my guess, is that we see it on this UB Forward. And on top of that, then it says, this is Ubisoft's yet to be announced major IP, which one, that's really cool, because that means it'll get the major IP treatment. So we're talking full promotion, we're talking a big, and is to release fiscal year 2024. That means it's gonna release June, July onwards 2024. So yes, we will be waiting a full year for the game to release. That's just how it's gonna work, right? The Crew 2 came out a year after it got announced. What else do you expect, right? That's just the normal gaming cycle. Not every game can be an Apex Legends that gets announced and then is on by the day after. It's the regular Ubisoft announcement to release cycle. We'll see the Crew 3 announced this year, hopefully, and then we see the Crew 3 release 2024. And apparently, it's supposed to compete with Forza Horizon. So, thank you boys for checking out the video and the rumors. Of course, check out the original one if you hadn't already. Subscribe with notifications on. It would be very much appreciated. Thank you to popular members, a special thank you to famous members. The footage you've been watching is from my wheel channel, SidWaj. Head over there, subscribe if you're into wheel gameplay. I will see you boys in the next one. That's about it.